hope I'm saying it correctly. La we connect. Okay, so this morning, this reunion is more than just an event. It's a homecoming for Wesleyans from across the globe, and those who have spread their wings and they're now returning home to their roots to reconnect and give back to their beloved community. So, over several days, there will be a tree lighting, church service, beach parties, children and elderly activities, and much more. It's truly heartwarming, and action packed. So I want to say good morning to my guest this morning and also to our listeners. And remember, listeners, stay tuned, and you can join us on the Facebook page if you're listening on the radio frequency. You can join us live on the QFM Facebook page. So good morning to everyone. Good morning, most importantly, to my guests. How are you guys doing this morning?
Good morning. We're doing well, thank you.
Morning. Doing fine.
Doing great. Good to be here.
Okay,
It's a
so
pleasure to be here.
it's a pleasure. It's definitely a pleasure. It would just be nice if each person could introduce themselves so the listeners can know exactly who you are before we get into the conversation.
Ladies first.
Good morning to the listening public. My name is Bernie Telemac Christmas, Wesley born and raised, and I reside in Canada. And I am a member of the Wesley Reunion group. Um, my family, my roots, I am a Telemac, a Dunstan, a Joseph, a Linton, and a Christmas. And the names I have mentioned, the last names, I'm also a Robin. We encompass what Wesley is. This is Wesley, and I am so happy to be here. I mean, I'm bubbling. I'm over, yeah, I'm very happy to be here this morning, and thank you for having us.
No worries. Anytime. Who's next?
Okay. My name is Warren Alistair. I'm a medical doctor by profession, a ENT specialist from Wesley, born and raised. After high school, practically, I moved to town and then subsequently went on to study in the field of medicine and then specialize. So I'm back home. I've been back home, went back out, and I'm back home again, just serving the public and trying to make my my contribution as I'm back home. That's about it.
Okay.
Hi, good
Mr.
morning. My
Robin.
name is Wilwood Robin, and I'm from Wesley, born and raised in Wesley up to my early adulthood, and then I moved to the US for since '95. So I've been there, but I've been always connected to home, and especially with the improvement in communication, the internet. It It's very easy to stay in touch. Sometimes my brother who lives at home, I give him news from Dominica. That's how connected I am. So yes, but this reunion, I mean, it was people coming together. I think that is one of the best things that can happen to anybody. It's a good thing when people come together. So I'm here looking forward to meeting people and to be involved in all the activities that are about to happen in Wesley. So, and I'm sure
So I
you'll hear
see.
as we go along.
Okay. So I see we're joined by a Smith. Hi, Smith. It's your turn now to introduce yourself.
Yes, yeah.
Yes, we can hear you. So we're
Oh,
just saying to
yes.
introduce yourself.
Good.
Yes.
Okay. Well, good morning to everyone, and good night. Good morning to all of our listeners. I'm Smith Telemac, born and bred from Wesley. And I've moved out of Dominica for a few times, but whatever it is, I'm always back. So I'm one of the diaspora who always live in Dominica, so to speak. uh, on that in that reunion, I mean, I'm only getting on board right now, right? But I realize there are quite a lot of persons who are pretty much excited about it, and I am here to do the sports part of it. Most of my life I've been into sports. All of my life I've been into sports, among other things. But I'll be handling the sports section of the Wesley reunion, and we are looking forward to such a great time. And thank you to have me on with you all today.
Okay, so I see we have another guest who just came on. So can you just introduce yourself before we continue?
Hi, good morning, all. My name is Reverend St. John. I was born and bred in Wesley, but migrated to Canada at in my late teens. And at even though living in Toronto, Canada, I have never left home because I try to come home as often as I can, most of the time, sometime every year or every other year. Always connected to Dominica. Um, at this present moment, I am the president of the Wesley Reunion Committee, and I am happy that you have asked us here to highlight the activities that we're going to have for 2024 reunion in Wesley. Thank you.
All right, so welcome everyone. And as I told Mr. Robin this morning, for our Southern. So I'll be happy if you guys can speak your Kokoi today. Everybody else get their chance to parler Creole, tous les jours, you can parler Creole. Today is about Kokoi. It's about the Wesley. So the Wesley reunion. So anytime you feel like the Canadians, the Americans, and everyone else will not get your Kokoi, today, talk the things. I have time now. Okay. So firstly, anyone can answer the question. Remember, it's a conversation. Um, can you share with us the inspiration behind the Wesley Reunion 2024 and the significance of La We Connect?
Okay. Make a taka like a piece of cocoa here.
Ah, I love them, I love them, I love them.
Anyway, when we decide for this reunion, it go back way back in 2008. When maybe they on the reunion committee at that time. And we realized it be a long, long time since Wesley Howard reunion. We had 16 years ago. So it have a long time to plan, and I decided to connect with Wesleyans across the board because we have major different families in the community. So we connect with different family, and so I will say we have our reunion. So I will say we go put on social media. We had different dates, and we get the Wesley people them for get involved in us selecting the date for the reunion.
Okay, and La We Connect. La We Connect sound like
Uh,
Creole and Kokoi together. So
Yeah,
tell me a
man.
little
I
bit
will
about that.
decide for our team for get everybody involved. So I will make come up with different ideas for figure out which one will best suited for the team at the reunion because at the village, different thing broke up here. But so I will decide for Lawi Connect. That means let's connect. So that is where the name or the team come out, Lawi Connect.
Okay. Okay, good stuff. How long has the committee been planning the reunion and what has the process been like?
Wow. We actually
So,
started the planning of the reunion in 2023, the end of August.
Okay. And anybody, what has it been like? So I see there are tons of activities which we're going to speak about this morning. So what has that process been like? Especially since most of you guys are out, you're not there. But I guess since we talk about connection, you have people on the ground who is really helping out. So just tell me a little bit about what the process has been like.
Willow, if you want to go ahead.
Well, planning a reunion, an event of that magnitude, it takes a lot of effort. So so what one of the first thing we had to do was, well, plan all the different activities, and then get people to work on various committees. So we had a committee, or we have a committee for all the major events, and then there is the cost associated with that. So during that time, we also have to, and currently have to do some fundraisers to help to pay for the reunion, because it's a very costly event. And some people may not realize that, but almost everything you got to pay for that, to get the bands, to get the tents, to put up the decoration, the ship stuff down in Dominica. There are a lot of cost to everything. We're talking about tens of thousands of dollars to get that done. So so it had to take a team effort. So we have people in St. Thomas doing their fundraiser, in Canada, in the US, and we all working together to make it happen. And so it in all thing, you have people working voluntarily. There had to be some inward motivation. You're not
Yes.
paying people. So sometimes there are ups and downs. There are we're working with people, there are little conflicts here and there. And that's normal, the thing in life. And we had to deal with all that. But we were looking at the goal ahead, what we want to accomplish. So we say, hey, you know what, it's worth it. We go for that. People coming together, it's gonna be good for the community, economic impact. There's be people coming together, the social aspect of things, the joy when you come together and you haven't seen people for a long time, and giving back to the community, helping all the elderly, the children, and so on, and just the festive activity. We are social beings, so
Yes.
so the whole process is, although the challenges were there, we went through that, and we continue to go. So right now, our fundraiser is still going on. We still have the raffle. We we are using, and we start to sell the tickets already. So we'll talk more about those things. But yeah, it's a
Yes.
continual effort until right up to the point of the reunion.
Okay, Bernie. Oh, someone was saying something? Oh, Bernie. So just tell us, how does the reunion aim to strengthen bonds between the people who are in Dominica presently and the diaspora?
Well, we by doing that, we are going to get together with the people back home, and sometimes we are here and we get different stories, right? We have different things that are happening on the ground, and we are planning this here, and we got a little pushback, but for the most part, everyone came together in the end, pulled together, and we made this happen. And so by us doing so, we are going to pump, I guess, some cash flow into the community, because we're going to have vendors on the ground, and that is going to help them, with their families and raising funds for their families as well. And we also, one of the things we are doing for the reunion, we are having an adopt a resident program, where
Wow.
each member of the committee, we are going to adopt a person, and we are focusing on marginalized people, like, for example, people with cognitive issues, people with mental issues, and they tend to be neglected a lot in the community. Well, not just Wesley, but that's a Dominica issue on a whole. So we are going to definitely adopt a resident, and we are going to have them for the duration of the reunion, and also we are going to continue to support them when we go back to our various residents. And so we will take them for haircuts, we will take them for their medical checkups, we will give them a makeover. So that's one of the things I'm very passionate about. And so that is one section in which we will be helping people back home, if that answers your question.
Definitely. I mean, this is at this point. I was that's what I'm here to talk about because that is. I was telling Robin just earlier that I would have loved to join you guys on the 20th, but on that day, I'm giving back to the less fortunate. So, seeing that you're passionate about that, and as a community, you can look at your community from the diaspora and say, this is what we want to focus on. Kudos to you. A round of applause, I must say. Because my next question was going to be, tell me a specific way in which you guys are giving back. But you answered it. You answered
Yeah,
it very clearly.
we also planning to build a playground for the children in the village, which is much needed. So at the end of everything, and we have lots of carpenters on board, right, in our group. We are going to do that for the kids. So that's another way of helping and
Yes.
giving back to our community.
All right. Thank
Yep,
you for that.
you're welcome.
So, the events. The flyer is there. It's heavy. I was really looking forward to the white beach party. It's big belly season, so right now I can pass. I can, I can, I can wear my white bikini in peace. Nobody was saying, we're just playing big belly season. But that was the thing that caught my eye when I saw the flyer. But I hope that each person could just tell me about one activity that's on the flyer. Can we start with Mr. Warren? He's been sitting so quietly. Can you tell us one of the events that is on the flyer, and each person can get a chance to tell us as to why we should come to that event?
Okay, well, what I was brought on today to speak of and where I am better able to speak is the activity which involves health. So on the 23rd of December, there is a planned activity by the Wesley Reunion Health and Wellness Day that is called with a title of Accelerate. So the title given to the program on that day is Accelerate. Look good, feel better. All right, so the whole objective is to get people, the public, Wesley people, Dominica, involved in physical activity, getting your blood flowing, getting your heart pumping, waking up off from your couches, your beds, and being active. This is the whole drive on that day. Now we have collaborators in working with the committee, the health committee, toward that activity, which includes the Dominica Red Cross Society, the Menvin Hall Fire Ambulance Team, the Wesley Police, and the Wesley Health, obviously. Now the day, the 21st, is cardio jam, which is scheduled at anytime 30 to 6:30, and where you will have obviously exercises, cardiovascular exercises, exercises for young people, for the elderly, and to get oxygen continue throughout that, which will be health focused. Subsequently, plan that we will have consultations where you will have specialist services being provided. You will have checks being provided free of charge for the population, blood pressure, blood sugar, um, screens for prostate cancer, benign hypertrophy, cervical. These are the focal areas in which will be dealt with on that day by the specialists, by the nurses, and by the healthcare providers. Also, on that day and during the checks and the physicals, you will have presentations being done simultaneously and after the where you have discussion on healthy lifestyle to include nutrition specifically. We'll have nutritionists doing that presentation. We have pharmacists. We have psychologists, which will make presentations on mental health. And these presentations are directed to sensitize, to educate the Wesley population, and by extension, Dominica. All we are all invited Dominica by extension, to have to participate and to be educated how we can make better our bodies and our minds so we could be more productive and enjoy the life that we were given. Um,
Okay.
yeah. So that in general, I think is what the health 23rd of December is going to be. Um,
Yes. So that's a health and wellness day. And
but
just for listenership, what time you said it begins?
at 5:30 in the morning, there
And
should be
it ends.
there should be another event, but at this point, I do not have the information to confirm, which should be a beach and sports day after the president.
Well, I
Uh,
see the sports day on the 27th, but
yeah,
so the
which would
wellness starts at 5 a.m.
five.
Okay. Uh, okay, so let me say this. So I heard that you said we'll have checks, blood pressure, blood sugar, this type of test. We'll also have a psychiatrist to speak on mental health, and we also want to talk about just health things, the body and okay. So I'm just doing a little recap for our listeners. Um, someone microphone keep ringing, so if you are not using the phone, just try to turn off because the vibration is giving us a little static. Okay. Okay, so Miss Revelyn John St. John, tell us a little bit about the tree lighting, which is the opening.
Oh, hi. Okay. The tree lighting is supposed to start on the 20th. That's the day of the reunion opening. And it time is at 5 p.m. in the afternoon. Is going to be on the 4 road. We have sent out some invite from government officials. Will be there. Um, we have the president of Dominica, which has confirmed that she will attend the open of the reunion and the tree lighting. We will have some of the young kids from the Wesley Government School will be performing, some other people. We also have Will Worth will be playing the sax on that day, and which will be very, very good. And that day we have the tree lighting after the ceremony. We have Reverend Lewis from the Methodist Church. He will be doing the opening prayer for the reunion, and it's going to be exciting. And we asking all the villagers here in the village and with Fotil, Calibishi, Marigot, Concord, wherever you are connected to Wesley, please come along and have a wonderful time on the tree lighting ceremony.
Okay, Mr. Robin, tell us a little bit about the bamboo bursting, the caroling, and the games. You look like somebody that have burst a lot of bamboo in your life. So,
Wow. You know what, Miss Julie, I think you're psychic because I actually burst a lot of bamboo when I was a kid. Yeah, and I heard there was an accident in Dominica recently where a little guy got hurt. So that's very unfortunate. And I'm really feeling for the family and the little boy. Hope he makes a full recovery. But yeah, but bamboo bursting was that was part of our toy growing up. You know, we didn't have computers. I tell my children we didn't have cell phone, we didn't have not even TV. Like, and they were wondering how we survived. But you know, I wouldn't exchange that for anything. Well, with the bamboo bursting, I mean that is just one of the many things we did as kids growing up, and it's one of the activities that we plan to do to just showcase some of the things we did when we were young, when we did not have all the electronics and all this stuff to distract us. And we were very innovative. I don't know who came up with it, but basically you have a bamboo, you burst one end, you know, the bamboo is hollow inside, you burst one end, the other end closed, you place a little hole close to the end that's closed, and you put some kerosene. Don't use gasoline, that's very dangerous. Kerosene is not as flammable. And we put salt and sand in there. There may be some chemistry behind it. I do not know exactly why the salt and the sand, but you have a bullseye. You know what's a bullseye? You light the bullseye, and you have a little stick, that you light on the bullseye and you just slide it down over the hole. For the people that's on as viewing on Facebook, you just slide it down. And as you slide it over the hole, it ignites. There's a combustion that takes place, and it makes a loud noise like our cannon would go up. And that's how we had fun. And that's just one of the things that we put.
Okay, so before we continue, um, I want to ask this. In terms of safety, we just spoke about, the young person who he got hurt. And we know of other situations where people, I've never tried it. I've been here for 8 years and I've never tried it. And also, I'm a girl. Women, we live long for a reason. But I want you to tell the public how you can assure that this activity will be done safely. Is it that everyone is going to be doing it? Are you going to have elders, leaders doing it and everybody watch? Is it something everybody going to have a chance to do? I just want to ensure that it is safe.
All right. Well, safety is paramount. I take safety very serious. I think we don't have to risk our lives or risk the life of people or risk getting injured. We always told, I've done a lot of safety training, and we always told when you want to come back with your 10 fingers and your ten toes and everything else, right? So when we are bursting the bamboo, obviously it's not a very dangerous thing, but at the same time it could cause the danger here is to cause burn, right? If the flame ignites up in your face. So you really interact close with the bamboo and the flame, because when you burst it, smoke get trapped inside, and you have to actually blow the smoke out of it. So we will put our mouth down on the hole and blow the smoke out. So all those carbon dioxide, monoxide, whatever that trapped in there that was inhibit the combustion, you have to blow that out. And so that is where you could have the thing. So we have to make sure no one is on the other end where the flame comes out, the open end of the balloon, of the bamboo, sorry, and make sure that the where the hole is, that you when you light in that thing, that your face is not closed. You can actually stay far back and like that. And depends on how we see things going, we can decide whether we will allow somebody else to take a try, but we will take all the precaution that necessary. Have people that are experienced that do it. And
Will, can I
anybody
interrupt you for one
Yeah,
second?
and
go
then
ahead.
and really, just to come in a little bit, can
Mhm.
I?
Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. I didn't even know. I realized that maybe almost 2 weeks now, the young boys in Wesley, they have been well, I think they have been practicing, they have been bursting bamboo for the last 2 weeks, right? And these are very low. So I guess when you safety practice is one of the things that you have to do when you're safety, that you're not a rookie, right? And you know all the dangers involved. So right now, although it was sadly to find out of the little boy of the child who got injured, but back in Wesley, I think those boys are like professional by now. Eh? They maybe know how to handle bamboo and they can take care of the eyebrow and everything else. So I think they on that bamboo boosting competition or challenge or whatever it is we're gonna have for the reunion. I pretty much doubt that we'll have any of those kind of incidents because our boys are really ready, right? They are ready and they are ready, up and ready. They are well primed for the bamboo competition.
Yeah, what I was going to interject is one of the most important skills in busting the bamboo. I'm a girl, but I was a boy girl, right? You have to blow the smoke out of the bamboo. So as you do it, you have to blow, right? And because if you don't blow the smoke out, what's going to happen? It's going to backfire. So the backfiring is what causes the flame to, I guess, explode. So that's one of the most important skills you have to remember when you burst in the bamboo. You have to blow the smoke entirely out of the bamboo so it doesn't backfire in your face. And as Smith said, the young men in Wesley, I think they are very skilled in that aspect. because they started, I guess, very young. So by now, most of them they're very experienced, right? So hopefully everything will go well and we won't have any injuries.
Yes. Okay, so the bamboo bursting is a nostalgic thing. And speaking about nostalgia, caroling, one of the communities had their tree lighting on the 1st of December, and caroling was a part of it. And I was just sitting there and I realized, wait, I know these songs. Am I that old? But what it did for me is that it transported me back to what Christmas used to be like for me as a child, all the songs that you would have learned that now you don't hear anymore. So tell me a little bit about the caroling aspect, because that is also on that day, the caroling and the games that will be associated with that day.
I believe on the Christmas Eve night, that is when we spoke about to do caroling and the social night. I mean, part of the aspect that we trying to plan is going from door to door to bring a little thing back in the day, and people singing caroling. You know, some people will be in the bed and they will hear some beautiful song, people singing in front of the door, and those are things that we trying to bring back the night before Christmas, not Christmas Eve night, because back then, back in the days, that was one of the things that growing up on the island, it was like it was a big thing during the Christmas holiday in the village. So yeah.
Yes. Okay, what about the
So
games? Do you have any idea
um
what games are we going to play? Morals and wrongness and
well, it's going to be a social evening. And growing up in Wesley, we used to have something called socials, where we would have a huge bonfire. We used to do it on the playground below the Methodist church, and the Methodist church has been very good to us. They've allotted us a piece of property, well, I guess part of the churchyard, and we're going to have some of the activities there. And so we used to have a bonfire, and we would sing around that fire, and we would some of the older guys would jump over the fire when it burned down a little lower. So, and we used to have down to the copy, I must go like a blackbird, rise and stand up on your knees and kiss the girl you love the most. So those are some of the things we want to bring back. Here comes Jackie on a pony, riding on a big fat
I
pony.
know that one.
I'm sure you remember those things,
And
right?
there's a brown
So
girl in the ring. Cha la la la
there's a
la.
brown
Yes.
girl in the ring. I am going to the post office. And these are things we grew up doing in Wesley, right? And
Mm-hmm.
I am getting emotional just speaking about those things because those are some of the things that made us strong, made us who we are today. And so we
Yes.
want to bring back. What is the song by Chubby? Bring back the milk and honey.
And
So we want
honey.
we want to bring back the milk and honey to Wesley, and me am a good cocoa talker. I make a cocoa real good. And
Ah,
sometimes we say,
I don't know
sometimes we
why you don't
say,
use a piece of cocoa today,
yeah,
buddy.
when we were
she
talking
don't have to choke
cocoa.
us. She don't have to choke us. She don't have to
Yeah, when me feel like nervous. So me feel like frightened, but now me good, and me they in the spirit, and me just want to tell everybody for come down a Wesley for enjoy yourself. All over Dominica, come a Wesley, and we go have a lot of good things for you. And not just about faith, and we want to give back to the community, right? And we want to hold the children them close to how we bring back some of the traditions, the bread baking. Upon Christmas Eve, when you pass at the village smells sweet. People they bake bread, they may bake cake, they may bake big ham, all the chicken in the oven. So we want to bring that back. And we want to bring back the nostalgia.
Yeah. You know, the very next day, I'm traveling, and it looked like I might have to sleep in Wesley. I'll be closer to the airport because just hearing you sing "Here Come Jackie" brought me way back. Let me say way back. I mean way back, like in primary school days when what we call break time. I think in Dominic it's called recess. And these are things that you're thinking about in class. And as soon as you go outside, they're doing your "Here Come Jackie," and I do not see that. I find in maybe Adventist communities, they do social events that would have things like that. But on a regular, all the games that have been played, even on social media, it's always alcohol based or prank based. It doesn't have that
Mm-hmm.
nostalgic feel of
That's
singing
so true.
and and fellowshipping that kind of way. So that is the southern. That's the thing. We might have a
Yeah.
sleep there yet, but
We
yeah,
want to
it's
bring back that. We want to bring back that sense of community in the village, And
yes.
sleep in Muslim, you will get accommodations, man. Come to
Ah, look at
Wesley.
that. Hey, my family and me one.
No, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. I will go fix you up.
You,
But speaking,
if you
good
sleep out
Esther.
west, you're ready by the airport, you can even walk.
You can even
Let
walk.
me tell
Walk.
you.
Yeah. So you not go
So
miss your flight.
speaking about community, we have a short ad, that Benji did. I want us to just put that into the video now, Mr. Technician.
One, you don't know it's your boy Mr. Benjamin. It's all about the reunion band splash. December 28th. Don't know we're gonna be there live at the reunion village. So TK International will be there live in the colors. Mad, miss it. Mr. Benji said so. We still while you work. Boom, salute, reunion, band splash. We're coming.
So that reunion village out in Westley, that's right at the furrow. That's where it's gonna be. Yes.
Yes. So that's all right. So that was Mr. Benj. Oh, it's still going.
Where we coming from in the diaspora? You come from England, Canada. Anywhere you come from, you don't know it. Come to the West and enjoy yourself really. Nobody needs Anytime. It's the reunion. Where's the reunion? 2024. And we jump on the morning. Now we funny. When the reunion, we jumping up in the rain. From
Up
Columbus,
above the
Travis,
Central Square
now we
game.
connect. It's now we connect. With something that you pay to. When the people want to take a life in my mirror, flashing your man called on. What is like beating? All over the world we do. Making something out of nothing. Doing the best what we can do. Take a jump, jump up with the reunion. Take a one, wind up with the reunion. Everybody start to wave. We don't come to deceive. We grew up the same time. Unity, let's get together. When the reunion, we jump in on the dawn. Everybody,
Okay, I don't know who Crispin Shillingford is to you guys, but when I tell you that's the diaspora that makes the country, Crispin Shillingford under the live say, I am so happy to be a part of the reunion team. When I got the call, I did not hesitate to say yes. Positive Dominica. Also say Wesley reunion, Lawi Connect. It's going to be great. I can't wait to touch down in Dominica. Come on board, sponsors. Come on board. It's a Wesley thing. It's a Dominican thing. Wesley Lawi Connect. So Crispin Shillingford is very, very happy. And again, I keep saying about there's a feedback. I don't know if someone has a television or something on. There's a feedback, and our listeners are speaking about it on their. Okay, aha, it's gone. All right, so Crispin Shillingford, we hear you. Someone, D. Esther said, in respect to the family of the young child injured from the bandit lighting, the group should be do. Okay, it's exactly what I was saying. That people want to know about the safety of the event with that. All right, so we just heard Mr. Benji, and he was speaking about the band night. So tell us what's happening. Dominicans love Siwo. That's really strong. So tell us what we can expect on the band night.
Well,
Anybody?
I think it will work
Ah,
that has the information.
all right. So on the band splash, is gonna be that's one of the massive events that's gonna happen. We are going to have the Midnight Groovers
Mm.
band. We are also gonna have Triple K and also the Booyah Boss, Mr. Asa Banton. And we are also going to have some of our local guys from Wesley. I know, what's his name? Oh man, it just slipped me. King something. But yeah, so he's a Booyah guy, and yeah, so it's gonna be one of the main events. You have to pay to go to that event. It's gonna be right on the 4 road. Is $50 admission fee,
No,
and
to correct you there, sorry, Wrigley. The tickets are on sale. I think I sent you the link where you could get your tickets. And if you buy a ticket early, it's $50, and at the door is $70 for the band splash.
all right, yeah. So buy early and get a big discount. So yeah, that's gonna be a major event. Yeah, it's gonna. We are inviting people from all over Dominica. Yes, everyone is welcome in that event.
Okay. Another event I saw, which I spoke about earlier, is the White Beach Party. We have to wrap up soon, so I just want to make sure we get all the activities in. The all white beach party. Who has the information on that one?
Okay. The all white beach party is going to be held on the 26th of December at Cabana Beach and Waterfront. We have some DJs that we have DJ Sims, we have DJ Sextra, DJ MJ, DJ Pockets, and DJ Tuna. And it's gonna be an all white, not all white and different color, is an all white event. The last live the previous group had on DBS radio. Uh, there was a best price for best dressed female for $200. But I believe now they up it to 300 US dollars for the best dressed female in all white event
Mm,
on the 26th. So it's a free event. People come and dress. There will be food, there will be drinks, and it start at 12 o'clock noon till we don't know when it's ending. So it start at 12 o'clock. There will be bouncy castle in the area for children. There will be face painting. There will be different activities for children. And later in the afternoon, like parents could get the kids home and the sea will begin.
Hey. So when I saw beach party, I figured it was a bathing suit stuff. But you're saying that it's not really swimwear attire. It
No.
is. Oh, okay. Well, you see,
Yeah.
I nearly come and show off my big belly season for no reason. Okay, so lad, everybody would have laughed. So on the 26th, it's all white. It's on the beach, but it's not swimwear attire. Mr.
Mhm.
Smith, I know you've been here for Sports Day. You said that's what you are taking over. And that's another thing, Bernie, when I hear Sports Day, I'm like you. It's I get a nostalgic feel like what we just spoke about earlier. Because we used to have a lot of sports day. I'm not that old, but I'm just a millennial. But sports day was a big thing. So please, Mr. Smith, tell me if we're gonna have sack race and lemon spoon.
Yes, we're gonna have definitely we're gonna have
Ah,
this and many other fun events that you're gonna have tug of war, water balancing, and all the fun races that you used to have. Primary school in the Wesley days and everything else. We just it's just a whole new. We're just gonna bring back, recreate what used to happen before, right? And that's what makes you us happy and excited about being part of Wesley, you know, because we used to happen to that. Now, in addition to all these traditional events that we're gonna have, we'll be also having some cricket because we are trying to bring on the entire village of Wesley and surroundings to Londonderry. So we're gonna have something that will suit them. So we're gonna have the in my background is so noisy. Hold on.
You're not hearing him though.
Yes, yeah, my dad. I'm standing on the big vehicles passing.
Well,
Okay,
we know
so
where
we're
you are
gonna have,
located.
yeah, we we're gonna have a lot of, well, cricket. So you know the young men love cricket. We have cricket down there, a lot in the T10, whatever format, based on the number of teams. The director who's bidding, right, will organize the what format will be used. We're going to have rounders, which is already something that the ladies in London normally enjoy. So they will decide what format we're going to have it. And we're going to have dominoes. You know, when you have dominoes, all men will come down to Londonderry because they can sit and pound domino all day, especially in Wesley, especially those from Cap Shop. You know, they will be there, right? And also, we have a group of young men
Oh,
from
Mr.
Wesley.
Smith, Mr. Smith, Mr.
Yes.
Smith, Mr. Smith. I do not like that sexist statement because women, when women go to beat men on dominoes, when the men go home, that's it, because you're just having Mr. Smith just slide that in there, men domino. So we have domino for all. Continue.
Domino for, okay, domino for all. Well, so we have domino for all. But you know, I know in Wesley we always believe that the women are not very strong domino players, you know. So I guess we have domino for all, right? And then we also have well, we have tug of war part of it as well. And we also realize in Wesley that there are some young men who enjoy playing draft. They enjoy playing draft. You just get a seat and a draft board, and then they put sleep for you all day. So we're gonna have a draft tournament as well on the side. So while some physical activities will be occurring in the middle of the field on the side, we're gonna have some of the brain and table events on happening on the side. Obviously, it will be a day. We start at in the morning at 10 o'clock. We'll have music and entertainment and many more things will be occurring right there. And we're just gonna let the day flow until we come to one grand climax in the afternoon, right? And you know everything will just occur at Londonderry, right? And we're looking forward to that. You know, we are very much looking forward. You guys are excited about that day as well, right?
All right. Thank you. Just mute your mic after. Yes, thank you. So we have two more activities and we're running out of time. So let's speak of the market day first. Tell us a little bit about the market day. Is it going to be a market day with difference? Are we going to find things that are indigenous to Wesley being served up there that day? Let me do a little bit about that.
Okay, the market day is scheduled to held on the 4 Road, which is at the Reunion Village, and it's on the 21st of December. It's on a Saturday. We're starting at 6 o'clock in the morning. You get we have different vendors. We have the meat vendors. We have the farmers selling the provision. Your arts and crafts. You have people will be. They have cooked food, like for breakfast and different things gonna be there on the market day. We're gonna have music by I believe PD. I can't remember his name. It's Supersonic Sounds. Gonna have that music, the light music gonna be going on during the market day. So during the village is a like a walkthrough. We're gonna have all different things gonna be displayed. The best people who have arts and craft. I believe there's award for the person who doing arts and craft. Somebody doing a sponsor for that person. So the best person who have the best arts and craft on that day, they will be receiving an award on the award night at the gala. Um,
Okay.
just 1 second for the registration. We asking everyone to come out on Tuesday morning to register and to get your card to be selling on those days. The registration for the market day is the fee is $20 a vendor, and if you have your table, if you do not have your table, we are renting the table and the tents for $40. So
Ooh.
Jan Burnett Yadi will be available on Tuesday in Wesley by the platform to take your registration. So we're asking all vendors who haven't paid their dues to come out on Tuesday because that's the day we're gonna be doing decoration from Central Square to the Far Road to decorate the village. So we asking everyone who haven't paid their vendor's fee to come out on that day to pay the fee. And we also have t-shirt sale. We have reduced the t-shirt sale to 40 EC on island. So people, we trying to accommodate everybody to have one of the t-shirts. The t-shirt, we have white, we have green, and we have black. So there is t-shirt on island there. Athenia have t-shirt. On the Gulf by Math have t-shirt. Tioni have t-shirt, and Hotels at Central Square have t-shirt. So it's 40 EC on island. Please collect your t-shirts. Yeah.
Okay. So the calendar of events has 10 activities, and it ends on the 29th with the Wesley reunion red carpet. So we have 5 more minutes before the show ends. Please tell me about the Wesley reunion red carpet, the gala.
So the Wesley Reunion Red Carpet Gala culminates on December 28th, where we will be recognizing people in our community who have contributed in different disciplines. For example, we have an Education Impact Award, a Media Impact Award, a Sports Impact Award, Community Impact Award, Cultural Impact Award, Youth Development Award, a Health Impact Award, and an award for agriculture. So we will be awarding persons in our community who has impacted our community in these disciplines. And we will all be dressed in our dandan. So everyone,
That's it. That's it.
yes, come out in your nice dandan and flannel, right? And so that's it for our reunion gala.
I don't know how it is said in Kokoi, but we say so y'all don't say frock, huh? In Wesley.
Yeah, we say frock.
Dress up now, you frock.
Dress up in your nice
say
frock.
frock.
In your
Okay.
pretty frock.
In
We say
your
frock, we say
frock.
dandan.
Okay.
And the gala is going to be at the Northeast Comprehensive, right?
At the high school.
At the Northeast Comprehensive High School, and it's $100 EC. So tickets are on sale in the village, and I will be down shortly, so you can connect with me for your tickets. And it's $100 EC. So you're gonna get your
Okay.
delicious meal.
Okay.
From from the
A delicious meal and of course
famous cook
entertainment.
in Dominica, Mr. Steve Lewis will be catering for that. So people know they are gonna get some really good food.
Okay. So as we round up, just final words from everybody. We
So
can
we
start from with Will Worth. Okay, go ahead.
Well, I want to say, Jody and Q95, Mr. G, I thank you for having us here on the Creole Heartbeats. Appreciate you having us and to help us spread the word about the Western Reunion, which is from the 20th to the 29th of December this year, and hope to see as much people as possible. Looking forward to it. I'm home in Dominica in 2 days.
I also want to thank you for hosting us today. We do appreciate you and the radio station Q95. The reunion is just 1 week exactly away. Next week's Friday from the 20th to the 29th. We call in all Dominicans who is connected to Wesley, who is not connected to Wesley, who has a friend from Wesley, to come out and show your support. If you can't attend all of the events, we have the White Beach Party, we have the Band Splash, we have the Gala. So come on out and do support us. We are one big family, Dominicans. You know, we not millions of people. We are in the thousands of people. So everybody come out and support each other. When you have your event, our community will also come out and support you. So we would ask for everyone to come out and support us when we do have this event. And I thank you, everyone.
So many thanks to
Oh,
Q95 for having us, for hosting us, and assisting with the promotion of the um, program that we intend to have by means of information for the health fair on the 23rd. It will be held at the Imelda James Wesley Health and Wellness Center. That's the health center in Wesley, and there'll be tents set up for persons to get their checks. Thank you very much, and we look forward to seeing you at the reunion.
So I want to say thank you to Q95 for having us, and Miss Roberts, thank you for hosting us. And from December 20th to the 29th, all roads lead to Wesley. Come on out and support us. It's a Dominica thing. Come out and enjoy authentic Wesley cooking. And we hope to see you guys there. Everyone have a safe and enjoyable Christmas holidays. Thank you again.
yes. Asking anybody who can answer, is there a Facebook page or page that people can go to get information just in case they might have missed something today?
Yeah, we have a Wesley reunion page, and also I I forward this on my Wesley People Past and Present group, so people are also getting that information. And just before we leave, I want to just say that we know that we have a trash issue in Dominica right now. And one of the things we want to make sure that people are aware of is proper disposal of the trash. We want people to encouraging people to recycle. We have tried to place the container, the yellow bags for the recycle, and then the trash and so on. So we know what's going on, so let us play our part in helping to keep the community clean and the Dominica by extension.
All right. So as we wrap up this episode of Creole Heartbeat on Q95 FM, we want to thank the Wesley Reunion Committee for sharing their exciting plans for Wesley Reunion 2024. And it is clear that the event is not just a celebration, but a homecoming. It's a nostalgic affair. It's an
Mhm.
affair where you can rekindle connections, and it's just a testimony of true community and culture. And I am so happy to see that people are willing to do this, especially in 2024, where we all just thinking about ourselves. So we encourage everyone to mark their calendars and support these events, these activities. And Wesley welcomes people from all across the globe. So even if you're Dominican and you're hearing this, you can come home. You will enjoy it. Will feel like Christmas back in the day. So let's come together and celebrate our heritage, the unity that Dominica have, the beauty, love, food, and everything else. From the 20th to the 29th, Wesley Reunion 2024. Check them out on Facebook. And also, I want to thank Digicel for being our sponsor of this show today. Thank you to our audience for tuning in. And don't forget to follow Wesley Reunion Committee on social media for updates. And be sure to join us next week for another exciting episode of Creole Heartbeat. Stay safe, stay connected, and let's keep the heartbeat of Dominica alive. And I was trying to remember, c'est la nous connect, la we connect.
La we connect.
La
Now
we
we
connect.
connect.
Now we connect.
Now we
All
connect.
right, thank
Now
you
we connect.
guys, and have a great one. I hope your event is successful.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
very much.
Appreciate it.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. Thank
All
you.
right.
Appreciate ça, you can go you up